Welcome back into the 2018 Governor's Challenge Selection Show right here on 47 ABC. Now, guys, a lot of boys matchups that we got through, but the nice thing about the Governor's Challenge is that we're not only showcasing local boys teams and teams from all around the country, we also get a chance to look at some of the girls teams as well.
That's exactly right. And for more on the girls brackets, we'll send it back to the wall to Jonah Verstuccio.
All right, guys, before we get to the brackets, something new at the Governor's Challenge this year, the Girls Showcase Division. We're going to take a look at the bracket right behind us here. 5 games to get to. First, City and Lincoln from New York will start us off on the 27th at 8:30. And then the next set of games fall on the 28th with Walt Whitman taking on City again. And then St. Andrews from Rhode Island and Lincoln, both those down in Princess Anne at UMES. Then on the 29th, Walt Whitman and Lincoln square off. And then the biggest girls game of the tournament, Riverdale Baptist and St. Andrews. Now, Trey, Jeff, and Marcus will hit on that in a little bit, but we can't forget about our final set of brackets here at the Governor's Challenge Selection Show. Only 5 of them this year. We're going to start with number 1. Scott Daly and his Worcester Prep Mallards get Thomas Stone down at Maryland Eastern Shore. Same time, but over at Bennett Kings Christian in Snow Hill. Bracket 2, Y-High and Linganore down at Maryland Eastern Shore as well, followed by Kempsville and Gaithersburg. Number 3, Parkside and St. Charles, and then Bethesda Chevy Chase, who will take on Walkersville. Bracket 4, moving to December 28th for these first set of games. Pocomoke will get Boonesboro and then New Dorp and Indian River. Those games over at Bennett. Final bracket of the show, Bennett, who returns almost a good portion of their Bayside championship team from 2017, going up against Sussex Tech, who's coming off one of their best seasons in a long time. They're paired up with Urbana and Newtown. Back to the desk for some more.
All right, one of the biggest teams not only in the tournament, but in the nation. Yeah. The ladies of Riverdale Baptist, they won the 2012 and 2014 national championship. They are pretty good, I would say. Shakira Alston's a young lady that's at Maryland right now, but they're pretty good and expect to be good again.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're perennially one of the top teams, not only in the state, but on the East Coast. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing this year's group. Coach Mike Bozeman, he's a former Division I head coach at George Washington University, and he runs his team like a college program. From the way they practice to the way they travel.
Look at the ladies. Yeah. Yeah. You don't run into too many 6'5" ladies. In fact, I was telling a story. I saw Shakira Alston when I was in College Park a couple weeks ago. I said, she has to play basketball. She looks like an athlete, and looked her up, and she plays at University of Maryland, so pretty cool.
Now, not as tall as some of the players on this next team, but it is a local school, and they are pretty good. Now, I think we can all agree that Bennett is one of the top teams competing from our area at the 2018 Governor's Challenge. The girls still so young and coming off a very impressive year.
Yeah, Bennett girls came into last year a very young team, and that lady that you're seeing on the screen, led by those two, Zaire Smullen and Makira Hansen. Those ladies had a great season, and we're looking for nothing but improvement from this James M. Bennett team, along with Olivia Owens, who should be in the post helping them out as well. I expect nothing but good things to come from Bennett.
Yeah, and Bennett, a team definitely probably playing with a bit of their chip on their shoulder going into the Governor's Challenge, and also want to follow up last year's Bayside title, the first in a lot of years before that, with another Bayside title, so I'm sure they're focused.
Yeah, they weren't expected to even challenge for the Bayside title. I know they got a little sour taste in their mouth from the way they got dealt in the Governor's Challenge last year, so I think this year they really want to show they can compete against some of those teams that are across the bridge. All right, one more commercial break. Stick around. When we come back, we are wrapping up this year's Governor's Challenge special. Keep it here.
This is Coach Dave Byer, head coach of Parkside High School. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.